everybody, this is Salvi here with the VTuber news coming right up for you. Before that, of course, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell, and the like button as well, and let's get right into it. We have the Streamer Awards, who recently, as of December 6th, did their whole thing, and we have the best VTuber who came out there, of course. We have some Burnt Peanut there. He is the one of, well, I say of course because you can see right there in front of you that he is the winner of the whole thing. There was, Mori Calliope, there was Iron Mouse, Kenji, and also Chibidoki, who were a part of the whole running as well. They were all showing up there independently, and in their, their robots, etc. that they had there, they were going there as well. The Execto also puts out Burnt Peanut as one Best VTuber Streamer Awards. Iron Mouse says, me cringing at all the people mad at Peanut won. Every VTuber in that category deserved to be there. And I just said, you're right. Every VTuber in the category deserved to be there. Whatever you decide is a VTuber. Because Burnt Peanut was decided to be a VTuber, so it is what it is. I'm not happy with what happened, but everyone in that category was considered a VTuber, so the best VTuber won. Well, the best VTuber in consideration of what they thought was a VTuber. 70%, I believe, was fan done, like the fan votes, and 30% was a panel. So if there's a ton of fan votes, then, the best VTuber won in that situation. Call me lame, but this really is disheartening to see. I'm going to try to show you both sides. Both sides, well, there's a lot of one side. There's a lot of side of people not liking it. And I'll try to show you some ones that were like, whatever it is, just let him have that win. It's hard to see. To me, it's not even because the model is more of how he holds himself. He doesn't associate himself as a VTuber. Doesn't really represent the support of the VTubing community. A lot of people are like, haha, you mad? But it's really, we just wanted someone to win that supports the VTubing community and that are actually proud to be one. And I'll show you later why it did not seem to be very proud of what he had there. Proud of being a VTuber or even associating with being a VTuber. I've watched some of his content, really funny, don't get me wrong. He's a fantastic content creator. I'll give credit where it is due. VTubing already gets S on. It would have been nice to have someone who represented VTubing with it. It's not about Peanut himself, really, because it really isn't. The guy's just a content creator, just like we all are. It's more the fact that dozens of VTubers who are uplifting the community as a whole out there and have been doing so for years, only to give the award to someone outside of that and expect us to take it a while to smile. The thing is, we're not pushing him out. Like, anybody who doesn't like it isn't pushing him out. What it is more of the way he carried himself. And like I said, I am going to be showing you how he carried himself. It's a great streamer, but what happened feels to me disrespectful towards the VTuber community. I feel a lot of people were cheering and voting for him to piss off the cringe otaku weirdos. Just need to see the comments people make. Also, I feel that there's a lot more needed than animated character to be considered a VTuber. It's a whole culture, and you want to consider yourself a VTuber, you should put your effort into understanding it. Now, there is where there's an issue that a lot of people will have. I'll give you the issue that a lot of people will have. That seems very gatekeepy. Me being a VTuber, it does seem very gatekeepy. Because guess what? When I was a PNG tuber, I was not called a VTuber. Because I didn't have a moving and everything type of avatar. And that is where we can get into some very messy stuff. I'll just give my opinion on that. You can get into some very messy stuff of, what is considered a VTuber. PNG tubing, a lot of times it wasn't considered as VTuber, that types of things. But like I said, I'm going more based on what he has said. Again, Kitsuneto says not VTuber won the best VTuber award. I'm not saying he didn't put work, he didn't deserve to win any awards. All I'm saying is not a VTuber. He said that himself. He said himself he doesn't like VTubers and doesn't like being called a VTuber. He said live that he pushed his community to vote for him to make VTubers mad. Now, whether that is a bit or not, it does seem disrespectful. Let's hear him
Every time I
actually
play
say.
with that guy, first thing he says, he goes, make sure you guys go vote Peanut for VTuber of the year.
Yeah.
And then I riff him up with something. I don't know what I say. But, everybody knows I don't like being called a VTuber just because it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing.
Doesn't it just mean virtual tuber?
Yo, I don't think so. Every time I play with that guy.
So yeah, he doesn't even consider himself to be a VTuber. Now, that may be more him respecting the VTuber community and seeing himself that what he does there is a little bit outside of what the norms of the community are or not. That is up to you to decide. To see another thing here.
I really do feel like you deserve it.
All right. Okay. All right. Tell you what, you deserve, buddy.
Let's run back a 6v6.
Actually, genuine question though. Do you think if you won, this question for everybody, do you think if you were to win an achievement like that, that VTubers would be pissed?
Wait a second.
VTubers
Hold
would
up.
be
Wait a
pissed.
minute. Shroud could be onto something.
This could actually be a good thing. If you win, you could, you know, you don't like VTubers, you know, you're you know, a P-tuber and all.
The
So
master
if you
plan.
win the VTuber award,
Big rage bait.
yeah, think about that. Think about the damage you could do to the VTuber community if you won as a P-tuber.
That is an excellent point, Shroud. Excellent point.
Ready to strike.
Wow. I never thought about it that way. Honestly,
Vote
I'm
for
in.
Peanut.
I'm in.
Vote for
I'm
Peanut.
in.
Yeah, vote for
Vote for me,
Peanut.
gentlemen. Let's get them.
So that could be a bit. A lot of people were like, "Oh, that's a bit. That's comedy." Yeah, it could be. It still is like. Even Shroud said he doesn't like VTubers. Shroud has said, "Yeah, in the past you've said you didn't like VTubers. You said you're more. That's why you consider yourself more of a P-tuber. If you don't consider yourself part of our community, then why were you in an award for it?" That's what the argument that a lot of people were going to be having. And I'm just showing you what I've been able to get there of people, you know, showing the things that he has said. That's one thing you have to really take a look at when it comes to content creation. People will find those moments, whether or not you are, you know, fully in a community or not. People will find those comments. Let's continue here. And yeah, like I said, it's not the same thing. And there's the comments that I mentioned before. XQC on Burnt Peanuts best VTuber win. VTubers are in shambles. Imagine being a VTuber taking out a loan against a bank to get 60K model to lose a scuff POS avatar Windows 95. That's crazy. Let's hear him say that as well.
Gentlemen, good night and Godspeed.
Hey man, yo, the VTubers in shambles.
Award
They
for
fucking,
best reality
yo,
streamer.
Imagine being a VTuber taking out a fucking loan against the bank from a big fucking corporate to get a model that's costing fucking $60,000 to lose this fucking scuffest piece of shit avatar from fucking Windows 95. That's crazy.
Well, he is the Socrates of our era, of course. But yeah, not even the IRL people were like, "What the heck is going on?" Let's continue on here. It says, "Don't doubt the guy's entertaining. Maple Chicken, fun and makes quality content. He deserves recognition, but is everyone else a little bummed that VTubers that were hardly nominated outside of the best VTuber category? Best VTuber went to someone who doesn't even consider himself part of the community. Feel a bit disheartened. It's funny, but sucks to see your community and what you're passionate about not even be taken seriously or get a seat at the table." And then the other side, like I said, I will show you the other side. Before the elitists and the haters start saying he's not a real VTuber, you're also telling PNG tubers and other VTubers that you're not spending money on their models, that they're not real VTubers either. Like I said, a lot of things being said before would seem elitist. They would seem, I didn't use the word elitist, I said gatekeeping. It would seem very gatekeeping. V stands for virtual, not anime. He's virtual, entertaining, and hilarious. Obviously, his community showed up for him. You guys sound jealous to me. Regardless if he doesn't consider himself a VTuber, he does fit the category. So, but I will give the counter argument. Now, the argument that Ufi and others that are putting this argument out there, then Annoying Orange is a part of the VTubing community, and Poyo would be a part of the VTubing community if they ever did. Anybody would become a VTuber community if they decided to use their avatar there, and you can make that argument as well. But if you don't consider yourself a part of the community, then should you really be considered a part of the community? I don't know. It's something that I want you guys to let me know in the comments down below what you feel about the situation, because I'm kind of torn about the whole thing. I'll be honest with you. I'm glad that the dude got what he got. I'm glad that he got what he got. He still got recognition for being an entertaining and a fun individual because he got the votes, he got the panel, he got everything. But if you don't consider yourself a part of the VTubing community, then what? Then should you really be in a VTuber side of an award? I don't know. Got Jason's to Peanut. Please, everyone, give him your kind words. He's very funny, and I'm happy for him. Thank you for nominating me. People are getting mad if I turn off the comments. The reason I did is because people are being very hostile and angry at each other, been getting threats. I don't want that. Now, that is an extreme that I do not appreciate. It's an extreme that does not have place in the VTubing community. Do not threaten Chibi or anyone else who feels that they should be giving, props to anyone who has won the award. She was nominated for the award, just like Iron Mouse was, just like Mori Calliope was. If the people nominated for the award give the person their just dues and give them congratulations, do not go and attack them for that. That is their decision, just like it's your decision to not like it, or my decision to maybe be disheartened by it. It is their decision to be able to appreciate it. They are being kind people. They are being kind to the person who won. Do not send harassment. Do not send hate. That is not the part of the VTuber community that I want to see. That is not a good part of the VTuber community. Much as the Peanut, this category should have stricter rules about what qualifies as a VTuber, especially since Peanut himself has said multiple times he doesn't consider himself a VTuber. Going on what we said before, what grinds my gears, treated like second-rate streamers, our industry, our culture, it's all jokes to them. Just use a Snapchat filter, voila, you're a VTuber. It is ridiculous in the fact that he, well, it's kind of ridiculous how crazy things have gotten, number one. Because it has gotten kind of wild, it's gotten kind of crazy. For people to start sending doxing threats and start sending actual threats to people who are positive about this, that's not good. People should be able to say both sides. Like, I am on the side of it's disheartening that this has happened. It's disheartening that this person that doesn't really consider themselves part of the VTuber community got a VTuber award. That is the disheartening part. Will I take away any of his achievements? Hell no. He's got his achievements, all that kind of stuff. You know, like I said, I was seen as not being a part of the VTuber community when I was a PNG tuber, so I can kind of understand how he would feel if he doesn't want to be a part of it, etc. But some people are adding a little bit of comedy. Mori Calliope looks a bit different, but congrats to her. Doesn't consider herself a VTuber, doesn't like VTubers, same things that we had seen before. Get it, most people who do normally stat awards don't like VTubers, but having someone who essentially a Snapchat filter winning best VTuber is kind of insulting. I don't see it as insulting that much, I just see it as disheartening that the normie space doesn't really understand VTubing very well, it seems like. It doesn't just hurt the VTubers themselves, but the artists that work on the model and assets, riggers, everyone who helps the creator. And here it's like, Jenny, congrats to him. A lot of people are sending congrats. And that is my final word here. I do have my qualms about this. I do have my issues with this. But at the end of the day, no harassment should ever go to Burnt Peanut, to Iron Mouse, to Chibidoki for being positive about this, for congratulating him and him being happy for the award. Now, where there should be criticism, yes, criticism is different from harassment. Remember that, number one. I have my criticisms, and I've been open about my criticisms here. I am not going to harass anybody. I am not going to send hate anywhere, because that is not a good part of the VTubing community either. It's not a good part of any community. There are 0 people in the community that would be happy to see that. So please, of course, let me know your comments down below and what you think. But you can be as harsh as you want in the comments. Just do not send any harassment their way. Willow Wildfire was a female English language VTuber with VAllure. VAllure is a VTuber company. You know what the A stands for. They do a lot of their spicy stuff on Patreon and Blue Twitch. And of course, they have gotten their flack for that. Because, you know, there are a lot of Puritans in the VTubing community. They can do whatever they want, and I support them fully in them doing whatever they want. That is, they have their own agency, as in like the actual VTuber agency, but as in their own personal agency that they can do as they please. The reason why we're talking about them right now is because they are having a big announcement here of Willow Wildfire immediate graduation, as far as I understand. With a heavy heart to be announced, the talent who will be graduating as of the 6th of December. Although Willow would have loved to give one final graduation stream, she is unable to do so due to circumstances. In amicable split between both parties due to health concerns shared by our talent. We at VAllure are thankful for the role that Willow has played since her debut. Hope everyone could see her as the star that she is. Willow has requested that her content be made private, which VAllure will respect 24 hours after this announcement. The accounts pertaining to Willow will be privated. Willow has also requested not to appear in future pre-recorded content of VAllure, which will be honored by us. We want to particularly thank Whispers for their love and support of our talent during her time at VAllure. Willow would like to personally thank you too for being there for her. She will be greatly missed by everyone at VAllure, and we are excited to see how her content creation journey continues in the future, and I hope you will share the same sentiment. Now, before we go and we move on to the way people reacted to this, I'm going to do something that pisses a lot of people off, and I don't care at this point. Mufku, that's the person you're looking for if you're looking for Willow. Willow has officially graduated. They graduated as of the 6th. This is beyond the 6th, so I'm doing this. You know, if you don't like it, let me know in the comments. I'll read them, but I'm going to continue doing this stuff. It says here, I spent the last few hours crying, but I know for my vocal cords and my health, this was the best decision. I'm excited to spend more time with mofukers, even if it was earlier than more sudden than expected. Please give me some time to settle in and sort things out. I love mofukers. As for ASMR, I'll try to get back to weekly schedule again in the upcoming week or so. My vocal cords are extremely damaged from doing a higher voice. So most videos will be in a deeper range for the time being until I feel more healthy. Thank you. Lots of love. Please understand if I take things slow. And, more art there. Thank you so much for all the support in the past, all the way up until now. This moth is going to take some time off her phone today and rest, as it is a bit stressful. Moth pushy supremacy. And also, I believe they are this individual as well. This one was, I think, before they became Mofuku. Mofu. And yeah, so Mofuku is the most recent one. I think this was one of her older ones that she had, from what I've understood. Like I said, I don't understand why after they graduate, people still push this whole, oh, you can't let them know your PLs. No, it only helps the agencies to make people hide, get hidden beneath everything if we do not push this. I'm not saying VAllure is asking for that, but I'm saying, it only helps the corporate side of VTubing to be like hiding who the PLs are. Now, there is a thing that when someone is active, I will not let their PLs be known unless they themselves are actively letting their PLs be known. But in this case, yes, I'm going to let you know who their PL is, so you can go and support them if you so want to. Now, like I said, I am going to let you guys know what people have been saying below. It says, Willow, we will miss you, girl. Willow, was fun playing Repo with you at the time. I hope your health will resolve and you're able to recover. Always take care of yourself. Willow, love. Green Gang, you'll be missed. Willow, miss you so much. You were a little firecracker from the start. Such great energy wherever your journey takes you. I know you'll do amazing things. Dark, will miss Willow. Hope she gains happiness wherever the venture is next. Willow, love. A lot of people are sending her lots of love, which she deserves. A lot of people who are very sad at the situation here. Dark himself says, well, his first graduation via Lure, wonder if she will return to her other identity. Anywho's, I'm counting notable graduations, so 3 so far in December. And this is crazy. The end of the year can't be soon enough. That is my main point that I want to put out here. It is sad to see them go, but luckily they are going to be going to their Mofuku side, and I am not against showing that, even though I may still get some hate for doing that. I am someone who wants to give the power to the individual VTuber, and I don't want them to ever be forgotten. So if you did like Willow, now you can go, like I mentioned before, to Mofuku, and you will find the same person there. The Sun Eater is a very kind and wonderful woman who is a mother of 2 and is married, but has been able to bring success, even though, the VTuber community is the way that it is sometimes. They've been able to have a ton of success. She is a female Canadian VTuber who recently had put out a message about her health, that her health wasn't doing so, that her health was doing well, but they had gotten a message from the doctor that was a bit worrying, and they are postponing a lot of different stream things going on. And hi everyone, quick health update. This is the health update we were waiting for, and this is why I'm updating you guys on this, because I did a story before on how she had to, postpone some things. We'll go into detail more next stream, but it's not cancer again. So that's the good news. It's not that again. So please do not worry. However, specialist was looking over my records, found something liver related from chemo. Because remember, for those who don't know what chemo is, a lot of people do, but some don't. Chemo is a cocktail usually of different radioactive isotopes and radioactive things. Specifically, it's a cocktail of things going to specifically attack a cancer. Chemotherapy, usually, a lot of times, sometimes it can be very targeted radiation. You could do that, but in general, it is injecting it intravenously through the veins, and it is getting things through the whole system. It attacks everything at once, but it also attacks the cells, and it can help you in that way. Because it is something that your body works through in the blood, your liver can get affected, because your liver is your body's blood filter. Basically, it filters the blood. It makes, it does all that kind of stuff. So it can heavily affect your liver, and that is something that is going on. It could be something life-threatening, severe. They're taking precautions. It could be something that she's gonna have to go through to get it, to have it watched. Spoke with my doctor today and have been referred to a specialist, which now I have to wait for possibly many months, but was reassured it's probably not immediately life-threatening. Thank you to all my friends who reached out and all the sacrifices who offered words of support or reassurance. Given my health history, moments like this are incredibly triggering for me, and being told that I had something that could blank me really set me off. Of course, that's not only Vex. Anybody. It can set anybody off, especially after she just, was a huge survivor of breast cancer. that is something that does take people's lives, and that's something that is a long battle to fight through, and she won it. And hearing this after winning that battle and after feeling great about winning that battle, it could bring someone down. Absolutely. I'm going to take the weekend off. I really need to process what happened and take some time to recover. The last 24 hours were a lot. I'm not okay right now, but give me time and I'll be back. Your love and support is deeply appreciated. Absolutely. Understand that that can be a thing. Of course, give all your support as you can, and patience for Vexoria to return. She's going to return happy and hopefully healthy once this whole situation is dealt with. She's a very strong woman. She has a wonderful family and a wonderful group of friends and wonderful fans behind her. So, if anything, I think she will get better with time. Inugami Korone is a female Japanese VTuber associated with Hololive. She's part of Hololive Gamers. And Akai Haato is a Japanese VTuber with Hololive JP as well, except that she is part of their first generation with Yozara Mel, Aki Rosenthal, Natsuru Matsuri. Mel, of course, was terminated, and Shirakami Fubuki, who is Fox's friend. Today, we are talking about them, though, because recently, Hololive has put out the information for the Super Expo and 7th Fest. They did a full info thing there. We will share many updates, including the fest schedule, stage information. Do not miss it. And after that, though, we do have that was going to be on December 8th. It's still going to be on December 8th, but they have some new information. Riding on Dreams, they decided to forego the appearance of Akai Haato in Inugami Korone. We apologize for any worry and inconvenience caused, but to the fans who are looking forward to it, we kindly ask for your understanding. Both of you just go at your own pace, okay? When we get back, it's party time. For people that do not know, Akai Haato is on a mental health hiatus right now. She is trying to better her mental health. She's trying to do things for herself in that sense. And that, of course, will cause people to not be able to show up. Korone has a family thing that she does not know when she's going to be able to come back fully. She does not know if it's going to be keeping her in and out. And one thing you do have to remember is that it's like, not like, oh, you can suddenly show up. You can technically, but there's a lot of organization with choreography, with the outfits, with mocap studios, with all that kind of stuff. And if you are not sure you can make it to every single thing, since they've been in some in the past, that is going to become a problem. What makes me sad a little bit is I believe this is the second in a row that Akai Haato is missing. It will end up affecting her mental health, and as a Haton, as a fan of her, and also a fan of Korone, of course, but Akai Haachama, it is going to affect her mental health. And that's what worries me. It is up to her what happens, and it is up to her how it affects her, of course, but it does worry me because I do not want anybody to go through bad mental health situations. I have some myself. I've already been very open about my struggles, and that is why I wish that this wasn't the case for her, and I wish that she was able to show up, but in the end of the day, her health, her mental health, her recovery is the best and the most important thing. There will be other concerts that she's going to be a part of. There will be other places that she can be at. This is the biggest one of the year, but it does not mean that she won't be at other ones in the future. As a final addition to everything, Korone came out and talked about why she decided not to go. If I end up not being able to participate in this fest suddenly, it would cause a lot of trouble for everyone around. Like I said before, suddenly they have to organize around someone not being there, etc., instead of already, because the fest is going to be in March. So everything's already starting to get organized now. So I decided not to participate from this stage. It's sad, but I plan to participate in things like Expo Exhibition, so I'll leave lots of Korone's traces there. So she's not going to be on stage. She's not going to be singing on stage with everyone else, but she will be doing that. Hopefully, Haachama can do something the same, but it's always best, as I mentioned before, to not push people to do anything that they're not comfortable with. Welcome back, everybody, to the Vtuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. And I do this to promote VTubing, to promote VTubers, the smaller ones that, I wish that there was that type of thing in the VTubing community. That's why I do it. And today, it's a little bit special because mufu is coming back to their YouTube and VTuber channel, and I want to give them support wherever I can. This is a person who was Willow Wildfire in VAllure, so let's give them some support. So mufu is a Ku Mofu Mofu Ku Moth Girl. And it says here, same thing, does ASMR on YouTube. Whether that is your thing or not, I mean, you guys decide whether you guys are going to be joining or not there. But I did want to give them some support. And they are not small at all on the YouTube side. But because of the situation that happened in their previous world, I do want to give them support. She is bigger than what I usually do support for, but in this specific situation, I did want to give them a little bit of support because they are going to be coming back, and you know, the views and that kind of stuff is going to be skewed. But again, you guys make your decision on that. Thank you so much, Mofuku, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. I do hope this helps you in some way. Thank you guys for watching as always, and of course take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.